Well, good morning, train fans. Another significant update today. We have trains running, and all the track work is now complete. So, after a very busy week at work, actually, the last 2 weeks, I came down here yesterday and spent 6 hours in my bliss of working on the railroad and got all the track down, um, including doing some modeling. So what I did is, if you remember, I had installed this track, um, and I actually pulled it up and redid it. This is going to be the rip track, as you can see labeled there. And so I wanted to model a track that had seen better days. So I cut out a number of these ties, as you can see, and tacked it down. So it looks some worse for wear already, but it will be even more significant later. Got some loading docks. You'll see one there, and then one over there behind the boxcar. Really like these things. I got these from a guy in Canada on eBay, and they're hydrocal, and you can see it's got some serious detail to it. And so I'm really looking forward to getting those painted and weathered for this. So as you can see here, I've got the runaround track for the industries, I should say. This is going to be the old freight dock here. I'll get into more of that later. I did the same thing that I did to the rip track to this old freight house track. Not to quite the extreme. I didn't take as many ties out because I wanted it to look a little bit better. I've got some plans to show some old trackage here as part of the scenery. And you can see that I've got my stub end over here. So what I'm going to be doing here is, I think this is going to be a scrap yard with a crane that's going to be able to load or unload cars on either track there. Debating whether or not to put an industry in here. Haven't quite decided that yet. You can kind of see I'm planning on doing a mountain back here to try to hide the continuousness of the loop. And so I'm going to have a tunnel portal and probably a retaining wall here. I'm going to have another tunnel portal here as well. In addition to that, I've made a decision about the road. I'm actually going to be shifting this road and this road. So this road is going to shift back that way, basically the width of about a lane. So it's here now, it's going to move to here. Same with this road, it's here now, I'm going to shift it there, and you'll see why later as I get along. But the cool thing about this, in addition to that train running around and around, is that I can now operate this as a point-to-point. So we have the little staging yard here, which is I'm calling the interchange yard, and I've actually kind of labeled these here. So I've got the L&N interchange to the north, I've got the ACL interchange to the south. This is going to be my fueling track, which is also going to double as my programming track because I've got it isolated here. Right now it's a caboose track. One of my many southern bay window cabooses. I think I got 10 of these suckers. I'm going to have, as I mentioned before, a little freight dock here. The plan is to have a station, a passenger station here. Obviously, and then this area here and this area here is going to be, small town stores, grocery stores, hardware stores, that kind of thing. The pickle factory is still planning to be there, as I mentioned before. I'll swing around here real quick. I also did the same thing with this track as well, is I distressed it pretty heavily to make it look like it's really old. I don't know whether I'm going to make that pickle track or the pickle factory abandoned or what. I'm still trying to decide that. But you'll notice I did take the signage off of it. I thought about making it like a brewery or something like that, but anyway, we'll see about that. Over here, this is going to be my team track, and there's that other hydrocal loading dock. I mean, it's really white right now. This is going to be a gas station, which I already have that kit. It arrived the other day. This is going to be a lumber yard back behind all of that. And I haven't decided I still haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do here with this road. I think that's probably close to where it's going to be, but I haven't figured out exactly the right path that I'm going to do. So, but as always happens in model trains, you know, you start thinking bigger, right? And I'm really seriously considering extending that over there, just to be able to have some good use of it. But right now we're running under DC power, so which I can only run one train at a time, and this intersection here is actually not working because of the way the power is feeding through the power route at Atlas turnouts. So what I'm going to be doing next is dropping some feeder wires through this and trying to figure out or trying to wire it up for DCC so I can get some series locomotives, some multi-units lashed up. I'm trying to decide where I'm going to mount the unit. I think I'm going to build a little shelf under here. It's hard to see, sorry, to where I'll put the DCC system. But anyway, there's an update with the train running. Yay! Okay, see you all down the tracks.